gonna sneeze. It's the sun shining into my eyes, making me sneeze. My hat on since my hair's a mess. Oh, no kisses? Okay, fine. Fine, be that way. Be that way. Oh, we're gonna let that person go because they're here with a doggy. Oh, that's where they're at. It's like, I hear people. I don't see them. Heard people, but I sure didn't see them. Okay, try to blow my nose really quick. Kind of feel like I need to poop, but we're gonna chance it anyways. Oh, where'd that guy come from there? Must not be from around here. Hold on there, sweet girl. Hold on, I'm trying to let these people with their dog go. Oh, I do not feel like doing this, but I gotta do something. So I don't know how well this is gonna work. But all the middle-aged people are showing up. He's going that way with the dog, so I don't know what he's got going on. Haha, I got a kiss. I got a kiss. Okay, well, let me go over to the other side so you can go out. Don't you push me. Don't you even think about it. I don't know why she pushes me whenever I try and go out this door, like she's pushing me to get by me when you don't go out the door. Yeah, you don't ever go out the door. Oh. Oh. Man, I am sore. I am just sore. No, you gotta wait. I gotta put your harness on you. On you. Way too many people out here today. Yeah, way too many people out here. Of course, we're never here on a Sunday, so maybe this is normal. Yeah, we're usually up in the mountains on Sunday. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Oh, you gotta wait. You gotta wait. Gosh, dang, more people are showing up. What's up with that? So many peoples. So many peoples. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Grab this. Go. Here we go. No, this other one. Go over here. Oh, I am so sore. Oh. Hold on, I gotta start my watch. Yeah, I'll put it on trail run, even though this is more of a hike than anything. This is going to be more of a hike than anything. But if I feel good on the way down, we'll run. We'll give it a run. I'll go potty then. Let people go by. Oh yes, I know. So excited. You're so excited, I know. She was all about finding a spot to go to the bathroom. And then somebody goes by us. And now she's like, that person cannot go ahead of us. Oh, cool. Hey, thanks. Thanks for the comment. That's what I'm trying to do, is just inspire people to get out here. So it's good to hear. Thank you. And you're very welcome. I've been doing this for about a little over a year. I don't remember when I started my Twitch side of my channel. Well, it would have been January of a year ago, so a year and a half ago almost. So, thank you so much. Okay, come here. I get to let you off the leash, as long as you're good. As long as you're good. If only you could see the way I'm walking right now. So my left hip, took a beating during yesterday's marathon. And most of it was because of running with a slope on the road because of the crown and everything. So that was the side of me that was taking the brunt of that. And I haven't done any road running like that for a long time. So it definitely took a beating. I can feel it in my left groin is so super tight and sore. Both groins are a little bit sore just because it's a little bit different running on the road. And then here, I should change views for you while we climb this mountain. And then feels like my left IT band, but it could just be my hip. Because usually when you have IT band issues, it pretty much goes from your hip all the way down to your knee damn near. And this is only my hip, up by my hip socket. Oh, I'm jealous because there's a lady back here running with her dog, like actually running. Which don't necessarily know as I can muster today. Otherwise I would have, instead of going up power line like we are right now. Well, there's a lot of sirens going on. Anyways, since I'd like to more actually be able to run, but that ain't gonna happen today. But I needed to move so I don't have DOMS set in, which is an acronym for delayed onset muscle soreness. That's usually, when you do a hard workout, whether it's lifting or running or whatever it happens to be, where a day later you're sore, and then typically 2 days later you're more sore. That's why they call it delayed onset. But this is tough. I'm actually impressed that I'm just able to walk up this. So yesterday at the marathon, well, let's just put it this way. I kind of wish this year I had been actually training to race the marathon, because it was not a strong field for once this year. Now the winner, of the marathon was just a beast. I think he ran a 2:38 or a 2:39 or something like that. But if it was any other year where I was actually racing, I would have easily taken second overall. I think the second place guy overall finished with a 3:08, and I can, even on a bad day, usually run faster than that. But yesterday I wasn't, since it was just a training run, I was just out there running whatever felt good, having fun. Eventually, I think it was around mile 7 or 8. Well, right around mile 7. So it would have been after this, because right around mile 7. Well, let me preface it. Around mile 3, I was slowing down purposely. I started out at a comfortable 6:40, 6:45 pace. Felt really good. But the top, that's still, I was still in maybe 6th or 7th place at that time. And so I was like, well, I'm not even gonna contend for a podium place, and this is supposed to be a training run for me, so slow your ass down, dumbass. So I slowed down to a 7:30 pace, and then I got passed by, wow, I wonder what's going on. There's so many sirens going on down there in the city, tons of them. It's just crazy. That's not a normal Sunday morning. And it's funny because the church bells are going off at the same time too. At the cathedral, because I guess Mass would just be getting out because it's a Catholic cathedral. So I got passed by the lead female, and then she got passed by another female, and then she got back into the lead again, and then eventually got passed again, but she kept passing me as well. And then when we hit the hill, just because of all my mountain running, I was able to just maintain that 7:30 to 7:45 pace. Pretty easy, actually. Didn't take a lot of effort. So I ended up passing a lot of people on that first uphill stretch. So I was probably back up in, because I got past a bit when I started slowing down, but I probably got back up into 6th or 7th place probably. But so, and then we got hit, so it would have been around mile 7. Just got hit by just a torrential downpour. Like, it came down so hard. Oh, it was so miserable. I hate running in the rain. Unless it's a warm rain, and it had not warmed up yet yesterday. So it was a cold rain, and I hate that. Hate it. All my running I do that I used to do in Seattle got me to really dislike running in a cold rain. I'll run in the snow, no problem. And so that means it's colder outside and all that kind of stuff. I just hate being wet and cold is what it really goes down to. And snow doesn't make you wet. Oh, there's somebody up here that we're catching up to. So I might just give them a little bit of time. I didn't remember anybody. I was watching people as they were leaving, so it's weird to me that there's somebody right here, because I do not remember seeing that guy leave. A lot of people showed up. The parking lot was so full. For lack of better terms, boondocking. Doing what I do. Well, you're not supposed to do that here at the trailhead, so I was surprised they were able to do it. But they were obviously just there sleeping. Which I was kind of mad about too, because over at my spot where I've been stealth camping, would have been Friday night, a huge ass RV rolled in there, and I'm in a undisclosed top level of a parking garage, and at a fairly busy parking garage. So this guy rolls in there and parks across, because it was the only level spot he could find for this 50-foot RV. Parked across like 9 spots, probably not that many, but I exaggerated about that, but he parked across all those spots. So at least would have been like 5 or 6. And this guy's like going slow, so I'm just gonna have to pass him. Oh, he's a really old guy. I don't remember seeing this guy go by though. Anyways, and then later on, here comes this another van, a little bit bigger than mine, goes and parks there as well a little bit later that night. It's like, all these people found my secret spot, which makes me mad, because the city here has no problem with people doing things until it becomes a problem. So me, I could park there for a month every night, and the city would care less. But if there is multiple people doing that, then it becomes a problem, and then they're going to say something. And I'm more worried about the RV than anything, because he's taken up so many parking spots, and like I said, usually it is very busy, even over the weekend, because it's used by the residences around there too. So like the people that live in my building, where I own my condo, all those people use that parking garage. And there's a couple other spots there as well, or buildings, I mean, around there as well. And then tons and tons of businesses, which is mostly Monday through Saturday. Like today, probably won't be a big deal, but yesterday, I can't believe somebody didn't say anything. Well, and especially with the race going on, that's probably even worse. So they kept like 6 people from being able to park. But I'm guessing it's because of the race where these people came from. And that's why they just saw me and another van probably parked there and decided it must be a good place to park. Even though the other van is actually one of the residences that lives in my building. And technically me too. So it's not like we're boondockers just traveling through. Which is one thing that makes me mad, because if they ruin it for somebody like me that's there all the time. But we'll see. Anyways, continue on about the marathon. So the lady that was in first for the longest time. Now, so by the time the rain quit, she was in second. But we were running like right around the same pace, like 7:30, 7:45. So we actually ran together for probably 6 miles and talking and everything like that. It was a good chat. We had a lot of good time talking. Good morning.
Take it hunting?
I haven't. She doesn't do well with gunshots.
Oh.
Tried training her when she was a puppy, and like her natural instincts.
She hunts and stuff.
Oh yeah, she's like, if she sees something, it's a dead stop, point. Never trained her to point anything. But
if you were into that, you can break them with that.
Yeah,
If you live out a little bit, you can put them out in a separate from the buildings.
Yeah.
You just shoot when you feed them, and work up with a cap gun.
Yeah, that's what.
It takes a couple days.
I was talking to somebody else doing the same thing. I did a similar thing like that when she was young to try and get her into it. But even
Are we're going to be on ESPN.
No, I am live streaming, but I only have 2 people on right now. So, but oh, no problem.
You say you tried to train her?
Yeah, but she just didn't take it too well, and even now, like a loud bang or something, it could be anything, she just will freak out. And
I read one that was a good hunter, but thunder drove her nuts.
Yeah. she actually does okay with thunder, which is the weird thing.
That is, have a good one.
Yep, you too. But anyways, we ran for a while, and together had good conversations, awesome conversations, and we were able to connect because of she was an ultra runner too, kind of like me, used to be a marathoner, now does mostly ultra running, but she's famous here in this town, more famous than me. Like, it's amazing how many people we'd be out there running, and we'd just see anybody and they'd be like, "Hi, Debbie." While we're running, like, gosh dang, everybody in this town knows you. But she's been in the running community here for 30 years, so it makes sense. I've only been in the running community here for 5 years. And even then, the last 2 years I haven't been here. So there's only a few people that recognize me. Like the guy that took first place. When we were at the starting line, he knew who I was because he used to run for the local college here. And every now and then when I was out training, the college team was out here. Well, not out here, but I mean would be out at the same time. So he knew who I was. But anyways, so then around mile 14-ish probably is where you hit the rolling hills that last for about 5 miles. And then the start of that is where you hit the infamous, just uphill slog till mile 24-ish, roughly. And then you finally have a nice either partway level, partway downhill for the last couple miles. Which is why I always question, because you have about 6 miles of predominantly uphill, like running. So, and there, like I think it was 4 years ago, Running World had this marathon is a good place to get a BQ. No. Like, there's a lot of good runners out here, and like I don't even know a second place got a BQ, to tell you the truth. I know third didn't, but anyways, around mile 14-ish, I really had to pee, so I stopped off at the Porta John at the next aid station, and only took, maybe a minute there, if even that. But then after that, when I tried to get going again, I kept settling into like a 8:40 pace, which was a minute slower than what I was running. And I just could not get going again. And then when we hit right around mile 20, which is where pretty good uphill. You have you're uphill from about mile 18 all the way up, but you have a little reprieve around between mile 19 and 20, where it's mostly flat until you hit another uphill again. But it was right around there that my left hip started tightening up on me, and then I was running funny, and I think that's why, because I was overcompensating for that, or maybe just compensating for that, and changed my running form, and pretty sure that's why my groin muscle is so sore and tight today. Like last night, it was so tight. It was almost too uncomfortable to sleep because it was so tight. And I was stretching it all the time, like multiple times before we went to bed. But I ended up, after all said and done, I think I got passed by 3 more people, somewhere around there, in the last couple miles, just because I was pretty well spent by then because of my hip being so tight, making me have to work harder because I changed my running gait. And so I had slowed down to like a 9:30 between like miles 22 and 24. And then I was able to pick it back up again into the mid-8s. But like the first 14 miles, I was averaging like a 7:10, 7:15, somewhere around there. It felt great. And overall, I wasn't like exhausted when I got done. Just my legs were spent. Which again goes to what I was saying about my problem that I had at the canyons. Even though I have hours, lots of time on my feet, the mileage hasn't been there. So I definitely gotta pick up the mileage. I'm actually feeling pretty good right now. I still feel my my left hip a little bit. But pretty much everything else is starting to loosen up. We might be able to run down a little bit. We'll see. Oh, if I can make it to the top of this, because I can tell that I don't have my energy levels up. Because marathon does take a lot out of you. But overall, I finished 9th. Well, unless you count the first. Overall, because there's 3 ladies that finished ahead of me. So I was, whatever that is. But the reason why I thought I was a lot further than that, and I did take 3rd in my division, so I got one prize purse, which was pretty nice. I got a debit card. I don't know how much money's on it. And then I got some gift certificates for like a free 1-hour massage and a bunch of other stuff from a wellness office here in this area. So I think all said and done, just that alone was like a $500 value, not counting the debit card. So basically I won about $600 worth of stuff, probably, just for taking 3rd in my division. I can't imagine what the overall person, what they get. But I'm glad I did it. I was questioning it when that downpour came in, just because I hate that so much. But that was actually, in a way, a good thing, because then I was able to work on my mental toughness and push my way through it. Oh, but I guess I never finished my other thought about the reason why I thought I was even further back, because I was like, geez, I must be in like 20th place. Well, they have the marathon relay, and so there was like 4 or 5 people ahead of me that were in the relay. So I mean, they're only running, basically 10K essentially each leg, because it's 4-person team. So of course they're going to go a lot faster. But I will say that I also beat many of them as well, because there was quite a few in the relay. Just because a lot of families do it. It's like a family, team building type of thing. Which, I mean, would be kind of cool. Fun to do every year as a family. I take a little break. I'm sweating. Sweaty. But my overall time, did not meet my goal time. Like I said, told you guys, I would have been happy with anything under 3:30, because that would have put me right around, somewhere around an 8-minute. Like I said, I'm not happy with that, because it was a training run, and that's still like an 8:20 or something like that pace. That's pretty good for 26 miles. Maintain that pace. Granted, the last time I ran a marathon was for this marathon, but I had actually trained for it. And then even then I had a blow up around mile 18 where my left hamstring seized up, and I dropped down to like a 10.5 minute pace for the remainder. So I ended up running half an hour slower than what I had trained for, but that was still 25 minutes faster than what I ran yesterday. But that's okay. We'll see what my training schedule looks like next year, and maybe I'll just go for it. But I think just because this is the first year of races just opening up, there was lots of people that would, like speedy individuals that would be here, but not this year. Because like I said, there was only a couple that were really fast. There was one girl, I think she's a high schooler, that took second in the half marathon, that I think she has a lot of potential to do really good, like up at the collegiate level and on after that. So it'd be interesting to see what she can do. Definitely a high school standout. Super fast half marathon time. And you could just look at her. I mean, if you look at the muscle structure in her legs and everything, you're like, yeah, you're a good long distance runner. Probably will be a standout, like 10K, 5K type of person. But definitely be exciting to see what she can do in the future. And she took second overall, like I said, in the half marathon. In fact, the person that beat her, I think, was an actual high school track and field cross country coach. It was a little bit older and didn't beat her by much. But this year, like overall even, half marathon, I probably would have taken third overall. Definitely easily first in my age division. 10K, even in my fitness level I'm at right now, I probably could have taken second or third overall. 5K, I would have easily been first in my age division. Depending on what kind of day I had, I could have been possibly even first overall. Okay, we made it to the top. Made it to the top. Overall, even though it's cloudy, temperature-wise and all that, it's a beautiful morning out here. Based upon how I was walking when I got out of the van, I was not expecting to make it up to the top. I'm not lying. Okay, let's head back down. We're gonna take Prospect Shafts though. Yeah, we're gonna take Prospect Shafts. She's like, no, we're not. I'm like, yes, we are. She's gonna try and force us to go the other way, just because she's a butthead like that and doesn't want to listen. She knows what I'm saying. She knows what I'm saying, but she's gonna want to go the other way, just because she always wants to go the other way. Okay, she actually listened to me for once. Good morning. Usually she wants to go down 1906, which I don't know why. But she sees probably a chipmunk. There wouldn't be any squirrels here, so it's probably a chipmunk or a mouse or something. We're gonna try to run a little bit, but probably not in this section. Okay, there's people coming up this way. It's gonna be like, ah, damn it. There's people going down, so we're definitely gonna pass them. We'll give her a go. I feel pretty good running. One thing, I do have a bruise, and this is my own fault. So I put my car key, I should have known better, on my inside pocket on my vest. So then it was this hard piece of plastic the whole time, rubbing against my rib cage. I left it there. I could feel it hurting, and I left it there, well, mostly because of the rain and everything. But it still took until probably mile 20 before I finally pulled it out and put it in a different pocket. So I can feel it. There's a bruise on my rib cage right where that key was at, and I could even feel it last night trying to sleep, because I like to move around, mostly a side sleeper, but a back sleeper. And if I have crazy leg syndrome going on, then I'm actually a stomach sleeper, but I can't do that in my van anymore because I don't have enough leg room for that. But where'd you go? Oh, there you are. But, good morning. So it's my own fault. I'm gonna suffer with that now for probably 3 days. Surprisingly, my legs actually feel pretty good. Good morning. Get going. Yeah. I love her when she's happy. Running down the hill, she has that little tail swagger going on where her butt kind of goes back and forth and her tail wagging back and forth. She's funny. Hey, puppers. Yeah. Okay, come on. Come on, sweet girl. Your new friend can come too, because that's probably the people's. That's probably the people's. Morning.
How you doing?
Good. See, surprisingly, my quads and all that stuff are not too tired when you're not running up a steep slope and down a steep slope. So actually running down, I actually don't feel too bad. And my hip and groin have actually loosened up a little bit from the climb up that we did. So I can actually do this, and it's not too bad. So this is a good little recovery run for us. You go, sweet girl. I know you're seeing so many people. Let's see if I can keep her from cheating and cutting across. There we go. She did it. If I'm in the lead, she cheats and cuts across like right through here. Now I got to figure out what we want to do. I kind of need to stick around this area for probably the next week. Or I ordered some new tires for my van because I got 45,000 miles on them. They're not horrible. I mean, I could probably get another 15,000 or so. Pretty easy if I was doing just highway stuff, but being that we go up some roads that have sharp rocks and everything, I don't trust it, because those are highway tires. So I ordered something a little more aggressive. I would imagine they'll probably show up maybe Monday or Tuesday, and then I have to set up an appointment probably Wednesday or Thursday to go in and get them taken care of. And I need to look underneath and make sure I have a spare tire, because if I don't have a spare tire, I'm going to request to save one of those tires, and then I'm going to have to go over to a junkyard or something and try and find a rim that will fit that I can use for a spare tire. Because even though I've owned this van for however long, I've never actually looked. And a lot of that, where'd she go? Oh, there she is, way over there. There she is. I know she knows her way back down to the trailhead, so I'm not too worried in this area. Not like I was last week in that other area. I knew she knew how to get back to where our van was, but would she stay there? That was the question. But, okay, she looked at me, so she knows where I'm at. But I think I'm still gonna walk a little bit. Eventually she'll give up on whatever she's finding over there, which is probably a chipmunk. She doesn't like to get out of eyesight, but she gets so focused that she will here she comes, that she loses me when she I see she's just trekking, coming down the trail. There you go. Are you ready now? Can we continue on, huh? I know. Yeah, now you're gonna be out of breath because you were off fooling around over there. Good morning. Hi. Are you coming? Do you need a break, huh? Because you had to sprint up to catch up. No, you're good? Okay. Okay, well, let's keep going then. Look at her tail go. She's still so happy. I think she's happy just because yesterday we really didn't do a lot since I ran a marathon. So she has all that spent up energy. And today we might maybe do another walk around Prickly Pear, which is that big open field. I think it's actually I call it Prickly Pear because it's owned by the Prickly Pear Land Trust, but the Prickly Pear Land Trust owns a lot of stuff, a lot of areas. So I think technically it's called 10 Mile Creek Park or something like that, because 10 Mile Creek is that creek that runs through it, or along the edge of it, I should say. Wow, she's actually outrunning me now. She's on a mission. This is a little more technical, and even though my legs are feeling pretty good, I don't trust them. I don't want to go too fast. There is a part of me in preparation for Kendall Mountain that wishes that I was back down in Tucson, because Mount Wrightson down there would be about the perfect training run, because what I'm doing is about 4,000 feet in 6 miles, Kendall Mountain, and Mount Wrightson is about 4,000 feet in 5 miles. So if I can run up Mount Wrightson, I can run up Kendall Mountain. Now the first and only time I went up Mount Wrightson, I took a longer route because I needed miles too. So I did it in 10 miles out because I started 5 miles further out. So it ended up being about 5,500 feet in 10 miles. And there was no way I was running that. In fact, when I was coming down, I was so tired and wore out, I couldn't even really run a lot going down, or at least in the steeper spots. one of the women that I saw going up was actually out at the racing in Cocodona. I was like, hey, I saw her. She was running up while I was waddling down and running up in one of the really steep parts. I was like, I really got to up my game if I want to be on par with, you know, some of these elites. And I'll never be on par with them, but I mean, at least have a better showing against them. Let's put it that way, because I'm never going to get my performance index up if I don't finish well. Like pretty much if I'm in a 50K or a 50 miler, if I don't finish within an hour of the leader, I'm not going to get my performance index up. And for 100K, same thing. If I don't finish within about an hour of the leader, ain't gonna happen. There's a part of me that if I wasn't doing, I think I'll be doing well during Javelina, because I'm only doing the 100K. I was talking to that gal yesterday that I was running with for a while, 'cause she's done Javelina. That was actually her first 100 miler, and she said it was a good course for a first 100 miler. So now I was like, ah, damn, I never really ever wanted to do a 100 miler, except for if I get UTMB, I'll do the whole course for UTMB. But that also means I need to continue doing 100Ks and 100 milers in order to qualify. Right now, I still qualify for next year. I'm hoping Javelina will still allow me to qualify for a full course, but we'll see. But I'll see what the qual standards are for next year if I don't get in, and I will need to probably seek out one of their World Series events that's a 100 miler. But like my last 100K pace I was running and all that, and I wasn't like super fast, but I did that 100K in almost the same amount of time as I did my 50 miler. And neither one of them, like, it wasn't an easier course. It was just I had better fitness, knew what I was doing a little bit better, that kind of stuff. But afterwards, I was like, I could have done the 100 miler there pretty easy, the way I felt. It would have been another 2 more loops, because I did 3 loops, and it would have been 5 loops of that course for the 100 miler. And I definitely could have done it. I would have been definitely slower on the last 2 laps because they were in the dark. About half of my last lap on the 100K was in the dark because it was so late in the year. It got dark pretty early. I think it started getting dark around like 6:30 or something. And I don't think the race started until like 8 in the morning, because that's when it started getting light out. And it was pretty dark when we started, so I had to wear a headlamp at the beginning of that race for a little bit. But even though I don't necessarily like to, I gotta slow down a little bit, just 'cause I'm starting to feel that hip now. If I do need to do a 100 miler and I can do any 100 miler, then I might actually look at that race again, even though I don't like to do the same race twice. For trail races, that is. Road races, I don't mind, because then I know what to expect, and I can put together a good race strategy. Trail races, I will go out and scope the trails just so I kind of know what the conditions are, kind of get familiar with the course route, that kind of stuff. But even then, it doesn't really matter, because for me, on a trail race, I can run that race different from day to day, just based upon how my body feels and that kind of stuff. So I could have the best strategy in the world and it won't pan out, and I have to modify how I'm doing. Oofda. Definitely not my fastest, but this will being that I'm not going to be spending a whole lot of time here, I don't think. I don't know, we'll see. Cause I was thinking about it last night, and being that I still can't get up too high, that one trail over in the Elkhorns that we tried to go up would definitely be a good training run as well for Kendall Mountain. But I could just stick around this area for a little bit and use this mountain and Mount Ascension, at least for some training. But the issue I have is high altitude, because I need, somebody's having a good time, I need to get myself ready for that high altitude, because I am not going to spend 3 weeks here getting my vert and running and all that, and then roll into there 2 days ahead of time and try and run 13,000 feet. Ain't gonna happen. I know myself good enough for that. It's like when I did Mount Humphreys, which was really my first high altitude for the year, and we spent a week and a half with our base elevation at 8,000 feet, just running around, getting up to around 10,000 feet every now and then. And then even then, after a week and a half, when we actually did Mount Humphreys, I could tell as soon as I hit that 11 and a half, I could tell, even though I don't get altitude sickness, I can feel myself and that kind of stuff. And hold on. Oh, yeah. Hi, buddy. Come on, sweet girl.
He's kind of a butthead, so.
She's super friendly, so she likes to say hi to everybody. Yeah. Okay, come on. There's that tail swagger again. I definitely benefit from actually spending time and running above 10,000 feet, which is why when I would come out here every fall, because I usually had a fall race, whether it was a marathon or trail run or whatever it happened to be, and I would come out here to Montana, down south of Bozeman, and just do a week of running above 10,000 feet. even though my base elevation there was, 8,000 feet where we were camped at, but every day we would be running up above 10,000 feet on our training runs. Mount Humphreys, I was proud of her. She was a trooper, but I was a little worried when we got to, she's been over 10,000 feet before. She's never been above 11,000 feet. And I could start seeing a little bit with her. Oh, she's peeing again. Gosh dang, she already peed once today. But I could see with her effects a little bit. And then when we hit 12,000, she was looking at me like she did not want to keep going. And by then I'm like, gosh dang, like that last 600 feet to get above, to get to the top was still like 1.5 miles or a mile or something going along that ridge. But it's like, we're so close, we can't turn around now. And but she kept going, and then when she got to the top, she was good. But I was a little worried that, because I don't know, I haven't Googled or anything to see if dogs can suffer from altitude sickness. This is weird, but more flats or uphill. That's why, if you guys are watching, I was actually I don't see the doggy police here, but you can see how busy this parking lot is. A couple of the people that were sleeping here are gone, because that's a different vehicle. Okay, come on. Hit it. Let's go. Oh, there we go. Girl. You ready? Come on, let's go. Let's load up. Gotta load up. There we go. Actually, I'm mistaken. That is a... Hey. Hello. Hello. Yeah, I did stop my watch. Take this off of you. Yeah, that was a good run, huh? That was a good run. Oh, I need to eat some breakfast. I need to eat some breakfast. You should eat some too. You should eat some too. Okay, let's go up. Oh, there you go. There you go. Whew, that took a lot out of me. Oh. Now, this is the same vehicle that was parked next to me, but they must be up on the mountain now. That's cool to see. Get up there and get some stuff on the mountain. There's still more people showing up. This place is just packed, which is, like I said, normally we're not out here on a Sunday, so I don't know what it's normally like, but I was not expecting it to be like this. Here, let me get you more water, different water. This is kind of dirty. Yeah, this is kind of dirty. Not kind of dirty, this is really dirty. This is really dirty. Oh, oops, this is all messed up. Let me fix it. There we go. Yeah, that's kind of messed up. Okay, look out. There you go. Get a drink if you need it. My broom. I gotta do some sweeping here. There's a trail that goes up right here. I should take that sometime just to see. 'Cause I've never been on all the trails up here. We should just explore it sometime. I think she would enjoy that. Oh, maybe tomorrow we'll do that. Yeah, maybe that'll be tomorrow's run just to see. Anyways, I need to get this stuff planted too. Should do that today. Warm water. Okay. Maybe we'll do that today. We'll get our stuff planted. I need to move this one though because it's in the way of my counter that I added. So we can do that today. And I need to get another circuit ran. Well, I just need to connect it. It's ran. I just need to connect it. And then I will be set up because right now the switch I need to turn my computer on because what powers my monitor switch is my USB on my computer. So I need to move that to, because I put in another USB plate so I can plug stuff in there. And then I can turn my switch off on my, so when I want to watch TV, I don't have to have my computer on. So that takes a lot of power. But that's it for today, everybody. And we're just gonna have a lazy day today. I'll probably work on that really quick, that kind of stuff. But in fact, I might just do that really fast before we take off out of here. Yeah, I'm gonna eat some breakfast first. But thank you everybody for joining us today, and we will see you guys tomorrow, probably tomorrow morning. We'll see where we want to go. Maybe here. We'll see. But thank you so much for joining us today, and see you guys at the next stream. Love you all, guys. Bye, everybody.